don't want to be a slave. And they're like, but you believe there's a world government? What do you mean I believe it? It's all over the news. Don't people understand what's happening? I can hardly continue. I'm so upset. I can't take breaks. I can't stop. I wake up 4 in the morning this morning worried about this. My wife gets up at 6. I'm wandering around the living room. She's like, what are you doing? I'm in there reading leaked treaties. I can't. I just wish people cared about freedom instead of football. I wish they cared about their Bill of Rights, their Constitution. I wish they would research what we know and find out we're telling you the truth. You heard Lord Monckton. It's worse than we can even describe. You heard him. World government is being established. Tyrannical, unelected, controlling, eugenics. World government is being openly established right now. They're putting up the license plate reading cameras for taxation all over the country. Obama has announced next year they're going to try to pass a law to start taxing you. And the cops and the checkpoints and the tickets. And when you can't pay for insurance, they arrest you. And the illegals are left alone and above the law. It's all designed to bankrupt you. I've read you what Ban Ki-moon said. I've read to you what Maurice Strong and David Rockefeller said. They want to destroy our society, period. What is it about that some of you people out there can't understand? You know, Aaron Dykes wrote an article last night. When I got up at 4 in the morning, I saw he just posted it, so he was here at 4 in the morning. I don't tell him to be here till 4 in the morning. He gets here at about noon and stays till 4 in the morning. He can't leave because he knows all this stuff about the federal informant that set up the people trying to get him to throw Molotov cocktails. Turns out they never did it, weren't planning it. They got 6 years in prison apiece. Turns out he admits he's a federal informant. And it's being reported by eyewitnesses in Austin that he tried to get them to firebomb Brave New Books that sells my films and books and has events. Where tomorrow or 2 days from now, that's what these witnesses are saying. He admits he tried to set people up to do firebombs. I happen to know from internal police sources. I heard this when the firebombing of the mansion happened. From sources, and couldn't go on air with it, that it was connected to the feds locally trying to set up Brave New Books and myself. And now the evidence is coming out. I mean, folks, I got feds on my tail. The Pentagon follows me around, and it's admitted in the newspaper. You understand we're fighting for America and freedom? You understand how real this is? And I'm so focused on... You know, over the mansion thing, I never talked about this on air. We had the BATF show up here when the mansion got firebombed. And then we had these informant types coming around trying to give us information about it. And it's just a total operation. I mean, I am blessed that I'm not even in prison right now. Thank God I keep my operation small. Thank God I watch my butt. Thank God I don't commit any crimes. That's a whole nother subject. It's just... These people are so evil, ladies and gentlemen. They are so evil. They are so bad. And I just don't even, I mean, it's insane. We live in Nazi Germany in 1937, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And the same globalists that funded Hitler, Mao, Stalin on record are now planning a mass cull here in America. And they brainwash the cops. They're trying to brainwash the military. It is just so horrible. I can't tell you how many times I go to a book signing or a video showing or a speech, and these cops walk up in plain clothes and say, Alex, let's go blow stuff up. And, of course, I say, no, I'm nonviolent. In fact, I'm going to call the police on you right now. And then they run off to their unmarked police cars outside. But they don't care. If they're able to ever get into my operation, they will just make it up that we're doing something. These people are pure evil, ladies and gentlemen. They think of their fellow humans as animals. They think setting people up is a joke. They think it's funny. Look at Tommy Chong. That's a random video generator of images from Infowars.com. That's fake that just came up. I was just thinking about Tommy Chong 2 minutes ago. Tommy Chong's son sold pipes that, yeah, you could smoke marijuana with. And for 5 years, in one county out of Pennsylvania where it's illegal to sell pipes, they got hundreds of orders for the pipes because it's illegal to ship there, and they always said no. So the feds got an informant, took them years, hired at the pipe factory to go in and illegally ship it to the town so they could go arrest Tommy Chong. That's the type of people we are dealing with. And the federal court said, yeah, the U.S. attorney said it doesn't matter if we've sent somebody in there to ship it out. Still a crime that the company let that happen. That's how criminal this government is. That's how evil these people are. And you know what? I don't even know what to say anymore about this. It's just, I don't want my children to be slaves. I want to be free. I want you to be free, and so I'm bad. It's that simple. And I have the New World Order just circling me like sharks. And I just trust in God so we can just keep getting the message out, keep getting the message out. And God knows how they're going to try to set me up. They've tried so many other things. God knows, ladies and gentlemen. God knows what's going to happen to us. But they've got terrorist units right here in the town I live in. They're terrorists. They're not anti-terror units. I caught police in Fortune 500 in 99 when the Fortune 500 came to Austin, dressed up like anarchists, attacking people, starting fights. And then I had the anarchist leaders come over and threaten me. And I said, you work for the feds, don't you? And they said, yeah. And when we take over, we're going to kill you, Jones. That wasn't the cops. That was the foundation people working with them. And they pointed up to the men up on the, with binoculars up on top of the building. And this one anarchist got up in my face, started bumping into me. He goes, that's right. I work for those guys up there, and we're watching you, buddy. And they love it. They hate this country. They want to bring this country down. They love the power of working for the government. They love the fact they can commit crimes. They love the fact that they do all this. All right, I said I'm going to your phone calls. It just gives me a gigantic headache to be in the middle of this. But at the same time, it's a good thing we're fighting the tyranny. It's a good thing we're standing up to all of this evil. It's a good thing that we're resisting the New World Order. And we're doing the right thing, and we're not backing down. We're telling the truth. And we're the good guys, and we're the people that are pure and honest and pure of heart and are honest. And the people are waking up to this tyranny, and I just want to bring this tyranny to justice. I want to get our country back on the right track and not let these criminals in government and corporate America that think they own this country rape the living daylights out of everybody. I want to thank a few sponsors, and I am going to your calls. SurvivalSeedBank.com. In a real crisis, having non-hybrid seeds means having the ability to grow an endless supply of nutrient-dense food to feed your loved ones. There have been times in American history, pilgrims, for example, when seeds are the highest value of any barter item, and even silver or gold. There's a war on against non-hybrid seeds waged by the global elite who want to control us by controlling the food supply. Governments are storing seeds. The UN is storing seeds. Globalists of every stripe are storing seeds in the Arctic Circle. Why do you think this is? You know why. Control and power. Solutions from Science is trying to get the seeds out of the globalist hands into the hands of the people, one seed bank at a time, one family at a time. Survival Seed Bank from Solutions from Science contains enough open-pollinated seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. Order a couple seed banks today while you still can. Go to survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com. Or you can always call Solutions from Science at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365, survivalseedbank.com. Also want to